Welcome, everyone, once again to Late Nights with Warm Whiskey. And tonight we will be diving into some horsey fun with a little bit of Rock Hill Farms. So, this is another one of Buffalo Trace's products that has become very hard to track down, not readily available. It is, according to sources and legends and, tales which probably have some validation, pretty much coming from Warehouse H and perhaps whiskey that did not make the cut to become Blanton's. And so you have Rock Hill Farms Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey, bottled at 50% alcohol by volume. So we have a straight up 100 proof bourbon, and we're gonna go in and see what it's all about. I've had this bottle for a minute. It's been open. I have not went back to it in probably a month or two. Ooh, right off the bat, I'm getting a pretty pleasant arrival on the nose. Nice, fancy bottle. Almost, you'll see this, another Sazerac product. Oddly enough, the Caribou Crossing comes in a almost exactly same shaped bottle, and has a fancy caribou topper like the horsies on top of the Blantons. So Blanton's is one of those out there that is highly sought after. Okay, I work in a liquor store. We get around 355,000 calls every week asking for Blanton's. And endless streams of people walking in with wide, doughy eyes asking you got any Blanton's? And, every once in a while, we do have some Blanton's. More often than not, we don't have any Blanton's. But it does hit here and there. Last year, we were fortunate enough. We were able to select a barrel of Blanton's and brought that into our store. It took about an hour and a half for that to sell out, and we didn't give any information in advance. The day it hit, we posted it on our Facebook, and people slowly started to come. The first 20 minutes, I thought it was maybe not going to catch, but then the lines of people started stacking up, and it didn't stop until the barrel was completely depleted and gone. Well, that was our Blanton's barrel. I'm going to start giving a little bit of a nosing to this Rock Hill Farms. Getting some of those definitely Buffalo Trace notes. See, I get this wonderful apple pie autumn type of nosing off of this. Some baking spice, nutmeg, but really a lot of a mix of red and green tart apples with a nice oaky. There's always the oak influence in this, which reminds you of fall, maybe leaves, fire. Hinting reminiscent, just a hint of something on fire, a bonfire at night, and you're smelling it from down the road or something. I can pick up some subtle notes and hints of that in bourbon, but being a smoky Scotch drinker, I fail to get the smokiness that some people get out of bourbons. Still enjoying a Waldo's. Still haven't reached 420 yet. But a fantastic big dink triple IPA. So let's see what happens on the arrival with this little horsey. So the arrival's a little bit different than the nose. I think the all the delicate, high, bright notes that come through on the nose of this drop down an octave or two, and it arrives with a good little oomph to it. There is way more oak and a creamy, sweet thing going on in there. But even being at 100 proof, not as thick on the mouthfeel as you would think it would be, and not that long of a finish. A pretty decent medium finish that just, it just drops off. So after a certain point with this, it just, it hits you and then it just disappears after you. Maybe that's chilled filtration. I know Buffalo Trace is still doing that too. I think most of their product lineup that isn't barrel proof. It's a nice offering, and if you're able to find this out there and you can get it within a reasonable price to what it should be. I think this was originally a $50 ticket to ride this old horsey, but nowadays you're gonna probably pay 60 to 70, some places maybe 80. Hopefully no place out there is trying to charge 200, $300, but we live in a weird world today, so we won't get into those issues. We'll just say you should be able to find this for hopefully retail price, but it's a slim picking. I definitely enjoy having the bottle. Nose on it is really absolutely fantastic. Nose is amazing. The palate is, it is respectable. Wish it wasn't chill filtered. Wish it might have a little bit more. But even then, we'll take a second impression. Yeah. It hits like an octave lower, and then everything seems to be subdued after you hit the palate. A good medium finish, but nothing that's really lingering long. And Definitely, there's not that chewy, thick, viscous mouthfeel to it. It is rather thin feeling. To each their own. Hunt out your unicorns, find those rare bottles if you can. Please be polite to your liquor store worker. Don't be a fucking asshole. That would be great. These things are few and far between, and what we get is what we get. And if you're lucky enough to score it when it might be there, then that day luck is on your side. Other than that, keep trying, be polite, be nice. This is a fun hobby. There's a lot of good people out there. It takes time and a little bit of dedication to find things. So, with that said, we'll give the Rock Hill Farms a thumbs up. Not going to give it 2 thumbs up. It's not wowing me, but it is a solid bourbon and respectable. And at that, we will say, Skål!